I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
Right, so I'm looking at some Wednesday trading. Today is Wednesday, the 26th of May, 2021. I'm just having a scan through. I've had a quick look through already. There isn't much on offer today, so this is probably going to be a short video of my trade. I might only do one or a handful of trades. At Hamilton, the races are too short for my strategy. Unless I see something else, I'll do a bit of research because you never know, I might see something else on offer. But the only race I've really got, which is on the shorter side of what I trade, is this handicap here at 10 past 3. Now, just having a quick look at it, I'm looking at the prize money. If the prize money is low, then the horses, I don't know these horses, I don't think, I haven't come through it properly. Not much I recognise there. So the prize money is low, so they are probably lower grade race. And let's face it, it's a pretty crappy track anyway, isn't it? It's not one of the best. Hamilton's not one of the best tracks in the country. So moving on. Newton Abbott is a waterlogged track, so there's nothing going on there today. Shame, because I would have made money on that one. That would have been the one I would have wanted to be running. Warwick's not till this evening. Don't like trading in the evening too much. I prefer to spend time with my family and my missus in the evening, although she's not home until 7 PM tonight, so I might be able to get a couple of these traded later on. Switch to UK and Ireland. Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton's a loser for me. I don't really trade Wolverhampton much. It's a crap track. It's all weather. Yeah, it's not very good. It's poor quality racing. But there is one race at 20 past 8. Problem is, the time of day, 20 past 8. Who's betting on a Wednesday evening at 20 past 8? We want gamblers in the market, not other traders. So that's a no-go as well. Beverley is off. Another waterlogged track. So nothing going on there today. To be fair, there wouldn't have been much I would have traded anyway. Possibly this race here, and that would have been about it. The others are too short for my in-play strategy. Too dangerous. Graham Park, again, abandoned. So we've got a waterlogged track there. And again, apart from the last race, which I wouldn't have traded anyway because it's too late in the evening, no one's going to be getting much money at 10 past 8. They're all having tea or, spending time with their families, the gamblers, aren't they? Probably already done their money during the day, so I wouldn't have traded that anyway. So there's nothing there on offer. So let's face it, I've got Sodo, I've got a race at 10 past 3. We spotted. But that isn't going to be that much of an offer there really. I would imagine it's going to be low liquidity. So it's feet up for the afternoon. Watch a bit of Netflix, and I'll video any videos that I do this afternoon. I'll include them on the end of this. But I don't think there's going to be much today. Anyway, best of luck in the markets. Pick your races carefully. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to trade like this 6 furlong race, for example, because it doesn't suit me. You need to pick out what suits you, your particular strategy. Your strategy is probably totally different to mine, but pick out what suits and pick your times, your race selection, everything carefully. Get in and out quick. Best of luck in the markets, and I'll talk to you later.
They're quite strung out. Betty Grable, Will Summers. And then behind Will Summers, Giefer Gabriel.
Careful, there's a little bit of a cushion here, so I'm tempted to go into it.
So beginning the run now round the loop, and it's finally mine that strides out well in front from Blistering Barney in second. Granite City Dock is third, Tricorn in fourth, Will Summers in the yellow black spotted jacket back in fifth place, followed by Betty Grable on the running rail, and Giefer Gabriel and Furling for catching up a little bit towards the back. Running around this top right-hander
and it's creeping, so we don't want to get involved in that.
Here on Finally Mine, the daughter of Animal Kingdom leads the way by 3 lengths to Blistering Barney and Granite City Dock. Tricorn round the inside of Will Summers. And then behind these, Betty Grable, G for Gabriel, and lastly,
now, because it's a short race, we need to get out
about to swing for home, a downhill run,
20% of this
and
race
then a
isn't
stiff finish as they now run towards the final
below
5 furlongs. And finally, Mine has a handy advantage, 4 lengths clear of Blistering Barney in second. Granite City Dock is right there in third. Tricorn in the black and white hoop jacket, exploring a run towards the inside. And then out wider is Will Summers from Betty Grable, G for Gabriel, and Furlin Fur. Less than a half mile to cover. Finally, Mine coming back to the field. Stoked up now, Blistering Barney. Tricorn begins to stage a run up the running rail there.
I'm out of here, man.
Through nicely there, Andrew Mullin. Tricorn comes there very powerfully on the far side of Finally Mine. Will Summers now trying to chase them down in third place. Pulled to the outside by Kevin Stott. Tricorn inside the 2, still a long way.
I'm out of here, man.
Will Summers is staying on strongly.
How much can we get out
Mine,
for?
then
Depends
G for
what the course
Gabriel.
does.
Tricorn lengthening again though up the hill and seeing it out strongly.
Sucker.
Tricorn enters the final furlong.
If you're wondering why that price is moving around for bigger profits, it's literally because I've got more ticks than what I was after. So therefore, my closing position needed to be smaller, which then gave me the
market suspended
that I didn't need as a bet. So therefore, you know, it doesn't bother me because I like it when things like that happen because it gives you a bit more money. So I actually made a bit more than I thought. But there's a fiver on that race. There's not much more to trade today. It's crappy Wednesday. It's only waterlogged track. So I don't know why. It's only spitting in Norwich. Must be raining heavily elsewhere in the country. But we'll see what else we can do. Best of luck in the markets. Good luck. My next planned race, I'm not going to trade it. Reason being, there's an extremely short priced favourite. I don't want to get involved in this, and the other runners are going to be too high. If something happens to this and we were to lay high, we would get absolutely screwed. So I'm just going to leave that alone. Unfortunately, my next race isn't going to be till after this, if I get time to trade it today. But like I say, some days you need to just not trade. You know, it's better than making a loss. Stick to the safety points. So that's my next race, not till 6 p.m. this evening. 2 hours and 44 minutes time. And I might even pack up before then, I'm not sure. So I've just made a fiver in the first one, and that's it. Anyway, that's a good bit of information. You should remember that. Trade the races that suit you. Don't just go mad and trade any old bloody race, because you will make losses if you do that. Best to do the right thing consistently and make money, than do the wrong thing and get lucky, and then you'll lead yourself into a false sense of security, think you're doing well, and then you'll end up losing a fucking fortune. Excuse my French. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next video. I won't be for a few hours, but you'll see in a second.
Our second race on the card.
So it seems like forever since I've traded the race. It's actually just been a few hours. We made, let me show you my balance. Starting with 50 quid because the markets are crap at the moment. Made £5.18 on the first race. That's a few hours ago. Some days are like this, you know, you've got to pick your moments.
Market in play.
I'm going to use £3.50 stakes on this market at Warwick. It is the first race at Warwick today. It's a novice handicap. I would correct myself. It's a novice hurdle even. So, because it's a novice race, it's early on, it's probably going to be lower liquidity, but we'll see what's going on. Hopefully there'll be some mad gamblers that have been betting all day and trying to make some money back on this race, and we can cash in off them. So we'll have a little go, see what happens, and hopefully make some cash. I'll put the sound back on and we'll go from there.
Flight 2. So one more to jump across in the back straight for the first time, and it's the Reekin with Pollard's Fen out wide.
So as always, I am totally waiting
slightly swifter
for the right moment.
Tricks attracts them in third. Capelins to Montfrere.
There's no rush to get in.
And then Lady in Hiding as they
only a rush to get out.
For the first time, heading to the end of half a mile.
So you can see, like, if we look at the ladder
of the
here, I only use this to give me quick
Track
odds.
by Bellatrixer.
Can get a glance.
Morfrey, the black cat for Lorcan Williams in 4th place, and
on other runners. But
Lady
we
in
can
Hiding
see,
under Keelan Woods just last
unless
for
we're
the
going to look
5
at
as
this Lady in Hiding,
Pollard's Fen on the left and the Reekin on the
Pollard's
right.
Fen is
Dispute the
probably not a
running
horse we're going to be looking
on the
at.
approach to the next
high.
pair of flights.
And Lady in Hiding, only if
4
the
and
price
5, they've got
matches,
under
we
2
will.
miles
So
to
there's not
travel now.
much really to trade even on this race.
Bellatrixer,
It's been a crappy
Robbie
day
Dunn,
today.
the black and red. Over a couple
Many
lengths
waterlogged
behind the leading
tracks.
duo.
I'm up
Morfrey
here in
on the
Norwich, and
left
up here we've been spitting for the
Lady in
last few
Hiding.
days, but I suspect there's
Closing
been
in
heavier rain elsewhere in the
on the
country
fifth, the
for this to
Reekin.
happen, and
Feeling
obviously
really
Ireland as
fluky
well.
there. Really attacked the flight, got quickly from one side
So
to the
still
other.
no rush to
Pollard's
get
Fen
in.
is right alongside.
I'm
Bellatrixer
using the
tracking
race
them from
timer as
Morfrey
always,
and Lady
and
in
I normally
Hiding.
make my money in this
They're
section.
on down the
Because
side of
it's
the
a longer
course on the
race, I can
approach to
take
the
quite
6th.
up that bar there,
And they're
but
moving
this
steadily
is
towards
danger zone.
halfway.
That's where I'm going to lose
And it's the
money.
Reekin.
Even if I'm on a
Goes the
loss at that
Barnwells.
point, that's where I'm going to
Over on
really
the
get
orange
heavy
silks on
gain.
the inner of
So we do
Pollard's
not
Fen.
trade that part, and if
Jonathan
we're in
Wilson,
for a
another Georgie
profit
Hammer.
or a loss, we close off.
Bellatrixer, Robbie Dunn.
Simple as.
Sellers Silks, the black and red, and then Lorcan Williams aboard Morfrey for the champion trainer in the Elite Racing Club. Lady in Hiding, Keelan Woods for Tony Lusada, and
So,
Alex Hales just last of the 5.
as predicted, the fill rate's pretty poor in this race. You can see like £1, £2, £2.
Quick,
The white
matched by
numbers,
Pollard's
that's what you're
Fen as
looking
they
at. That's the money
turn to meet
actually
rising
coming into the
ground.
market. The rest is just money waiting.
Bellatrixer still a couple lengths away, and
Not
in turn
much.
tracked by
And you
Morfrey.
can see like the biggest bet
And 2 lengths
in all that time
at
was
Lady in
56
Hiding.
quid. There was a £600 bet
Reaching the
there.
highest point of the track with a little
Didn't
over a
spot that
mile
one.
to travel.
180 there.
At this
So that's
point.
600. You can see all the rest of the
Impression
way
of
low.
Reekin half hurdled the path there.
But we're just waiting for an
Pollard's
opportunity,
Fen disputed
and
on
we're
the
looking for a
descent
cushion
from
as well.
Bellatrixer.
Now I am tempted to go in at
Morfrey in
4-5 here.
white and black
Oh,
jacket in
going to
4th,
cancel it
and
off
then
actually.
Lady in
Because that money
Hiding.
disappeared. Did you see that?
About to go into the next left-hander at the mile point.
I highly recommend you do
5
the same
flights
thing
of
as
hurdle
me. Have your
scheduled to
finger on the
change. Very
XP
little
so you
change
can
in
cancel
order.
off.
With the Reekin
No matter where
against
your
the
mouse
wall,
is, you don't
disputing
have
it
to move
still
it
with
around. Just
Pollard's Fen.
cancel it with one click of the button
Bellatrixer sitting
in a
right in
second.
behind them
Or
now,
not even that,
slipstream
half
in
a
the leading
second.
pair. Morfrey is close up in 4th, and there's still only this 2
I'm not
length break
interested
to
in this favourite,
Lady in Hiding.
so I'm going to pull Lady
Towards the first of the
in
flights in
high
the back
up
straight
I'm
then.
out of here,
and
man.
monitor what's going on there.
Reekin and Pollard's Fen.
Obviously, I can still see what's
virtually
going on in the
inseparable
favourite up here.
from Bellatrixer. The Reekin a bit quicker
Again,
through
that's
the air
creeping
there.
down,
Shifted
so that's a
slightly to the
cancel.
right, but was
I
swift.
would have made
Took
money, but
advantage of a length on Pollard's Fen, who's
the
joined
risk
now
wasn't
by
worth it, if
Bellatrixer.
that makes sense.
Morfrey is making progress in behind them. Couple
Now we're
lengths
getting a
off
bit
the
later
lead,
on.
and
I want a
Lady
few
in
more.
Hiding in close touch as well. But again, the Reekin is
I'll have 6 on
very
that.
swift at his hurdles. He immediately puts Morfrey under pressure. Bellatrixer left a trailing leg in the flight, but she's improved onto the leader's tail as they go to 3 out. It's the Reekin with ears.
I'm out of here, man.
Down there.
Very nimble. Led by a couple
Will
of
we
lengths
get
there
matched?
to Bellatrixer. Morfrey in 3rd, driven to
Hopefully
just
we
bridge the
will.
gap now, but into close Morfrey under Lorcan Williams. Lady in Hiding has improved
And
to go
out
4.
straight away we
Pollard's
want.
Fen has immediately become
Partly
very close,
matched. I hate
and
it when
they're
you get
swinging
partly
for
matched
home,
like
and it's
that.
the Reekin with a half length
Sucker.
advantage on Bellatrixer a little wider.
And we're out.
Morfrey snapping at their heels in 3rd.
Now
Lady
we're in the
Hiding
red
is about
zone. The danger part of the race. We can't trade no more. It doesn't matter who wins now. If this the horse we laid goes on to win, good stuff for that. We've made our money. You can see it was only £2.23 probably. Could be £22.26, but probably £2.23. And that's fun. If you trade that late zone, you will get smashed. You'll lose a lot of money. And even if I was at a loss there, even if I was at £10 loss, when you hit that red zone, that's when you want to get out. If you're not using the race timer, then listen to the commentator. Get out at whatever.
Market suspended.
Probably on a 2 mile, 5 furlong race, you probably want to get out when there's sort of 3 to 4 furlongs left, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm only looking at Warwick. I'm only going to do a couple of races today. There's been sort of a trade, so we'll carry on and go from there. Best of luck in the markets. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you're interested in anything I'm doing, give me an email or leave me a message. Best of luck in the market. Bye-bye. So it's this is the 6:30 on Wednesday, the 26th of the 5th, 21. Unfortunately, I've only had 2 races to trade so far today. It's been very low on decent races that suit my strategy, mainly due to waterlogged courses. I didn't think it'd been raining that much over the last few days, but obviously it has been elsewhere in the country compared to where I am. Anyway, let's see if we can make a couple of quid. As always, we're going to be very careful. Just try to make a few tips, get out before the business of the race. Hopefully we can pull off like 2 or 3 quid. Would be nice. Maybe a bit more if we're lucky.
Ends up on Butterwick Brook. Fontley House is wide of No Maestro. Then No Anxiety and A Head Full of Dreams, and they've entered the last.
So I'm just using a £3.50 tip offset. Sorry, £3.50 stake. That's £3.50 per click. So, for example, if I just show you down here, I can click once, I can click twice. It always rounds it up. I can click as many times as I want, get whatever stake I want. But we're using 350. Sometimes I use more, sometimes I use as little as £3. But it depends on what's available in the market, what the liquidity is, the money weight in, and also what the fill rate is like. Very important. You sum all that up in your head.
The lead now bordering on 4 or 5.
So you can see there's not a lot of money waiting here. We want to see bigger figures in this. There's no cushion if price would go through it. I could drop a bet in here, probably get matched up here, but then if it goes through me, it wouldn't take much money for the whole lot to come crashing in if that horse runs well. So we've got to be careful.
Really attacks the 5 fences down the far side, and she was very quick from one side to the other.
So we're early on the race. I use my Racetimer.
Turning into the
last 2 miles of the race. Listen to the commentators.
Composer against the running row.
Like
just shading second.
I trade between this time of the race is where I normally
House with the pink sleeves racing wide of Butterwick Brook.
And you'll see they're the danger points.
For Harry Skelton on the inner of No Anxiety.
So I'm tempted to go in at 4-6. There's small gap there, but I'm only going to go in for 2 clicks. The market creeps down, we're out, bounces, hopefully we'll get matched by close.
Again, jumping soundly. A little way ahead of the chase.
Okay, at the moment it's creeping, so we're out.
Of the field at the last couple of fences, and he's got a clip down the neck. But
the reason I do that, I might have made money there, but
a breather perhaps in front.
It is better just not to take the risk. Cut your risks out all the time.
On the run to the next line of.
So again, there's a little bit of cash here, and ain't much else in the market.
Cottage into this slight left-hander.
Otherwise, I would have gone in the 4. So I keep resetting my ladders, by the way, to see the horses run around.
No Anxiety is a
use that with the space bar.
Green sleeves, just about taken 4th from Fontley House and Butterwick Brook. And then A Head Full of Dreams.
I'm interested
2 lengths away in
cottage,
place.
But again, there's not a lot of money. There's money there waiting, so I'm tempted.
Brings them to the end of a circuit. Hawthorne Cottage,
maybe pop
No
in
Anxiety coming
108 inches
right alongside, jumping well.
Punch,
the composer hopped over in 3rd just ahead of No Maestro. Then Fontley House, Butterwick Brook, the red jacket.
Now we're getting late in the race,
and that's the jumping done on that section of the course, and they turn to go on the incline once again. And the 7 of them come by only 4 lengths. Hawthorne Cottage, narrowly to No Anxiety. The composer has yet to leave the inner. John Giorgini has cut every corner so far. The composer going back alongside No Anxiety. No Maestro in the dark blues close up in 4th.
So you see that money's disappeared.
Full of Dreams and the cheap pieces, and Fontley House.
So I'm gonna. Oh no, some money's come
field.
back in. I'll leave it where it is.
Out the foot of the descent.
It's a good crossover point, by the way. That's why. You see, there's some money in front of me.
I'm out of here, man.
And it's Hawthorne Cottage and Lucy Barry to the composer. No Anxiety.
So I'm tempted to go in here.
Brook will nip around the inner into the bend. No Maestro's out wide, and then A Head Full of Dreams.
Just typical, isn't it?
And still only 5 lengths.
Now we've been matched on 2 runners, so we need to close one off. We can't concentrate on both.
So fence 12 looming large now.
And we're actually out on both already.
Southwest Syndicate Novices Handicap Chase and Hawthorne.
Now I want a few more tips. Now we're going to go
for the running so far. She's got enthusiastically from the outset. Still leading the composer No Maestro. Now Anxiety out over at 4th, then Butterwick Brook. A Head Full of Dreams, brown cap ridden with pace.
I'm out of here, man.
Keep an eye on that Head Full of Dreams.
Open ditch, 6 out. Hawthorne Cottage, not quite as quick as the composer there, who's now right at her quarters. No Maestro is close up on the outer, middle one in the back.
If we don't get in again, it doesn't matter.
from the composer.
See, the market's starting to go
Maestro.
crazy already,
And
but
no
I'm still
anxiety in fourth, going towards 4 out. Pouring it on under an aggressive ride here, and she was quicker there than No Maestro. No Anxiety now beginning to edge closer, and it's now 3 out for Hawthorne Cottage, over with a 2 to 3 length advantage to No Anxiety going off in pursuit to the leader. No Maestro in third, then the composer, a head full of dreams in fifth, but driven along, and Hawthorne Cottage has kicked again rounding the final bend, and Lucy Barry's opened up here on the mare. Gone.
So there you go. It's only a couple of quid, but you know, £2.25 profit, or £2.30 possibly, depending on who wins. That's done. This is too much danger to get involved in this part of the race. So we're not going to do that. We're going to move straight on to the next race. Don't care who wins. Looks like whoever that is going to win. Hawthorne Cottage, maybe. Or are they going to? The market's gone out. Oh, he's stumbling over that jump. God knows. Is he going to get caught? He might do. The market doesn't know. But you see, this is just a lottery at the moment. Who's going to win? We don't know. Is he going to hold on to the finish line? Is this one going to win? It's going to be close.
Market suspended.
What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hang on to this for a second in case there's a photo finish. I'm pretty sure Hawthorne Cottage won, sorry, but if there's a photo finish, we can make quite a bit of cash out of it. If there's not, then we won't. I think that was too obvious, to be fair. It wasn't close enough, was it? Yeah, you can see, got it. It's close, though. If you've not seen me trade photo finishes before, I'd recommend you have a look at that. The dodgy part of it is that you never know when they're going to close the market. That's a bit of a gamble. It depends how close it is and what track it's at. But if you get in quick, you can often take 20, 30, even 40 ticks very quickly of a runner coming in. I've even seen a runner come in before from sort of about 40 to 1 right into 101. Someone's cleared up all the money and it's popped right the way back out to 40, and you could have literally got hundreds of ticks there if you'd known what you were doing. And that horse lost as well, by the way. Anyway, next race. Good luck in the markets.
In play.
So just looking at this race at Warwick, it's just a full horse race. Not really interested in the favourite. Hopefully that'll win because that will stop me getting caught out on any lays.
Oakley dokley.
I'm more interested in the other 3 runners, to be fair. So see if we can make some money. It's been slim pickings today. This is literally the 4th race I've been able to find that's worth tradable for me, for my strategy. If you're going nuts in the market and trading too many races, you're probably doing it wrong. You don't trade every race. You trade the races that suit whatever your strategy is. Your strategy might be different to mine. Your race selection might be different. But you do have to pick the right races and the right times. Anyway, let's try and make some cash.
And it's Kilmington Rose. Couple lengths up on green or black.
So, like I said, I'm not interested in this favourite. If this one pops in the favourite, not interested in that either. I'm just looking for an opportunity. I'll let the race settle down and we'll go from there.
So, Kilmington Rose in the first time blinkers.
At the moment, there's not much going on. The market is
leading green or black
from pre-race.
Kevin Brogan.
You know, what I mean by that is they're butted up against the floor in the back mate side. They're not really moving around a lot. There's not a lot of money coming in.
Fuller at the third now.
Phil Rowe, rate-wise,
Wilderness was
coming a
much
little
more
bit now.
than she had been
But we'll
in
see
the
that
2 flights.
I'm sure. We'll try and make some money in this
on the inner, going into the
where
turn.
I make money.
And they head
By
up
the way,
hill.
if you need a copy of my
Rose.
the race timer,
Narrowly
you've got a
ahead,
copy of the race
green or
I'm
black
ready
and Wilderness.
to ask. I'm quite happy to share them.
Stella.
If you need a copy of
Close
my
up in
settings,
fourth.
keep it for you as well. Just ask. And if you need the software, just ask as well, or it'll be in the description below.
Back
Not a
straight.
problem.
Kilmington Rose. Green or black.
If you're wondering, the
Shooting
reason why I
second,
do all this is
racing
it makes
wide
me
of
more accountable. It makes
Wilderness.
them more trader.
Sol Stella.
I don't really do it just to help
fourth
random
place.
people. I do it because
Kilmington Rose and Bryony
I like chatting to
halfway
people,
point.
and also by giving out this information,
green or
it makes
black.
me accountable to a boss. Even though I'm the boss, I'm accountable to somebody because I have to follow the advice I give. If that makes sense, and that makes me
on
a
the run to
trader.
the first of the 3 flights in the back straight. They've gone through halfway now.
I know that sounds a bit crazy, talking to yourself apparently
Rose,
the first time match, but
by
yeah, I'm
Wilderness,
pretty mad.
green or
I
black.
think you have to be a bit of trader.
And then Sol Stella.
Anyway, let's crack on, make some money.
Green or Black and Wilderness rather got in each other's way. Solstaller's pulled out wide.
So
I'm out of here, man.
Jump around a bit. So I'm going to want
Kilmington Rose.
could be 6
Black
ticks.
within a
It's going to
half
get
length.
involved in this.
Solstaller
I would have
snatched at
thought.
that one a little when improving. Wilderness is gently having to be coaxed into the bridle, and Green or Black shaken up.
I was tempted to go in at 6, but look how mad this is jumping around.
Green or Black coming alongside. And a bit quicker through the air there, the grey mare. Just noses ahead from Kilmington Rose.
I'm out of here,
We've
man.
only got a part match there, jumping
third,
around
a
that
couple of
quickly,
lengths
but
away
we
under
did get
pressure,
that.
and likewise
We're going to have to
Wilderness.
close
It's
it
going
off
to be a bit of a
because
sprint in the last half mile, and Bryony Frost now asks for a bit more from Kilmington Rose, who holds the rail.
Again, towards the end of the race, so we want to do the same thing again.
Travelling at least as well, if not more powerfully. They've gone
Get a
for
few
clear
quick
of
through
Wilderness,
there.
who's rallying a little under
And
pressure,
hopefully
nose
it's
bounded
15
mare, and then
if we get
Solstaller.
matched,
So on
we
the
might
run
not.
now towards the
We are matched.
second last, and it's the grey mare Green or Black, narrowly ahead of Kilmington Rose, who's fighting on
Now we
under
just need to get
pressure.
out.
Wilderness 3 lengths down. Here's 2 out. Green or Black and Kilmington Rose,
And we're
almost
out.
inseparable. Wilderness third,
We
and
got
then
into the danger
Solstaller.
zone there.
Green or
See how the
Black.
market goes crazy. I mean, I actually made a bit of a mistake there. I set myself on the wrist the other day because I made a couple of mistakes. I traded a bit too late, but you can see how dangerous this end part of the race is. I mean, I had a good idea, to be honest with you, that horse wasn't going to win, but you can never be sure.
Market suspended.
A price at any horse can always, a horse at any price can always win, even if it's 1,000 to 1, 900 to win. It doesn't mean it ain't going to win. It just means there's not much chance of it, but it can still happen. You've got to be careful, but you can see that trade that quite big, and it didn't really look like it was going to cash in, but I'm not proud of that trade at all, but we got away with it. That's the main thing. We'll live to fight another day. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to trade much for today. If I do, I'll include the video. If I don't, this might be it. Just to show what I've done so far. So literally I've had 3 races. I've got 1 at Hamilton today that was worth trading. The rest were too short for my strategy. Warwick's just started. It's now 7 p.m. in the evening, so it's nearly tea time. My missus has been out in the office today and she's doing a long day, so I've had a bit of extra time in the evening to trade. If she's not home for another half hour, I'll trade the next race, but if she's home, I won't. So, but I'll do a little video at the end just to show you that's the end of the day. Anyway, best of luck in the markets. Any questions, queries, drop me an email. If you need any software, any help with anything, just give me a shout. I like doing it. I like chatting to people. It's not a problem. All the best. Bye-bye. As always, we're going to keep an eye on liquidity and fill rate. This is all going to change. The market's going to go nuts in the first part. That's why I don't trade it. Once it settles down, we'll look at getting a trade in.
Market in play.
As you see, it's gone nuts straight away.
Get away from the starting area.
It's not our game.
Of 12 flights, they'll jump only 1 flight in the first.
It's good if you like trade front runners or whatever.
And they've gone off fairly sharply with Euro de Boulay in the cheek pieces and Larn.
That's not really my game. I do it occasionally, but
Dokily.
Which they've all handled safely.
So just resetting the ladders. First thing we can see, there's hardly any money waiting to be matched on the lay side. There's 100 quid down there, but 70 quid there. It's little pence really. It's 55 quid there. Not a lot. 60 quid there, but it's all small.
Just about 4th, racing wide.
We look at this runner. We can see again there's not much, and there's even so many gaps in the market where there's not even any money waiting to be matched. Look, there's 0 there, so that means it's less than £1, and less than £1 there. They're probably bots doing that if you're not sure. Who else bets less than £1? So we're just waiting for an opportunity right now.
For Chloe Emsley. So they flattened out, and they're about to turn at the 2-mile 5 points on the approach to flight 2. And Euro de Boulay being allowed to stride on now. Larn has been reined off him. He's back to
so still waiting.
The cube and the
this is a 3-mile 2-furlong race at Warwick. It's an evening race. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. A lot of punters have probably done their money already on the day on the other races, so there might not be a lot of money coming to markets. And obviously, we make our money from punters, not from traders. We don't make our money from insiders, and we do not make our money from bookies laying off either. We make our money from punters. If you've ever played poker, we're looking for the fish at the table, if that makes sense.
Lex Talionis there. Royal Hall and Wind Tour remain the final.
So I'm tempted to put a little bit of money in there.
As Euro de Boulay
Not so
extends the
much.
lead to half a dozen
Tenner.
bets quickly over that flight.
We want the money to spike down. It's not creep, so I've cancelled it
Barn
off.
on the
Would have made a profit,
call
but
is
it's
rather
not
going
worth
in
it.
snatches. It's going to be chivied along, but
We'll
he's
try again.
back around the field.
Someone's put some money above us. Yeah, we would have made a profit, but
right
it wasn't worth the
into
risk.
the bend alongside Sarten Sun. And then
So someone's put this money in here. We want to see that disappear, and then us get matched up here. And if we don't, we'll lower our price. We're matched, so that's a £1 profit so far.
Straight, and entering the last 2 miles on the approach.
Hopefully, we'll make a bit more than a quid from this race.
Flights numbers 5 and 6. Euro de Boulay and Amber Jackson Fennell leading their 10 rivals.
Not really interested in the favourite, so I'm going to Starkey as well in case the money comes in. And if it does, I want a few more ticks. There's a bit of a cushion there. Got to keep an eye on it, but I'm tempted to put maybe 15, 20. Yeah.
Falling back through the field again.
Cancel it off. 14 quid in there on a 8 tick offset.
Inner and between those two wind.
Don't forget, we can cancel that off if the market creeps.
So virtually back where they started from now.
So still looking for another potential other runners.
On to the 7th.
You can see there's quite a bit of cash here, so I'm tempted to go in at 5.
Just going up
as long as the money doesn't creep.
Catch the Cuban and Larn. And then Bomber's Moon. Samtara in the yellow and purple.
350, so there's actually a bit more than a tenner there. But
Starsky and the Caller and Royal Hall.
How these markets work, they round the figures off, if that makes sense.
7th flight.
It's bouncing nicely at the moment, but not catching us. I'm cancelling it off because there's money coming in.
Untidy.
If that goes, we'll go back.
Once more, going on the incline. The
right, resetting the markets, but I went Starsky back
just
up.
about last.
So we've got that money down there, don't forget.
Sarten Sun regaining his poise.
Right, we're now going back in
on
here.
The outer in the hoop jacket. Larn right around.
We're getting later on the race, so I now want 6 points for a bigger profit.
The green cap lost 1 or 2 positions.
We've only got part match there, unfortunately.
Right down on the near side. Wide out is Samtara. Starsky in the purple is patiently ridden. And then
going to cancel that off if we can. Get out.
Rear, but has made a position.
Didn't really want match there, but
bridle from the outset really is now
sometimes it happens. We've got to see what goes on here. We might have to take a small profit.
Fairly well grouped.
I'm out of here, man.
I think we're going to get matched. Looks like it does not much money, but you never know. No, taking too much time, so we're out there.
Sun and Bomber's Moon as they head towards the first of the flights on the far side.
Now we're getting towards the later on. Just have a look at what that's doing with that money down there. I'm cancelling it off now because the big money's gone.
Wide as they draw towards the first of the
I now want
flights in the
10 ticks for a large profit.
Still just about ahead from Larn, Sarten Sun.
So we're going to go in here.
With Bomber's Moon. Zach Baker again just niggling away.
We can get it.
Short price favourite Sarten Sun, but he's right
cancelling it off because the price is bombed right out.
Joining in and jumping on there with a fluent.
I'm out of here, man.
I'm tempted to go in here at 6s before we get into that danger zone.
Right here, and that jumper's carried him clear
and we're
as
out
he goes towards
again.
3 out. Starsky opening up.
Always good to cancel.
Didn't jump that fluently at all.
One more time.
4 or 5 lengths ahead of Sarten Sun.
We'll get a bit of cash through there quickly.
Samtari, Yerle de Boulay as weakened away and then
Sucker.
Cancel that off and cash out for as much as we can.
Halfway down the back straight from Tristan
there you go. Now we're in the danger zone. Don't take no more. Don't take win the race. You can see that pay on this race. It actually might come in and win. Looking quite well. Whether it does or not, it makes no difference to us. We're not gamblers. We are traders. So you can see that's what we've got, £5.68. So I'll be honest with you, I've done nearly as well as yesterday because I've had better profits today. Yesterday was all sort of £2 and so on, and I traded about 10 races for about 25, 30 quid or whatever it was. Today, if we have a look at today's results, finish it up, you can see I've made £14.70. I've got another £5.67.
Market suspended.
We've traded 5 races, which most of the day I've been watching Netflix. So I've literally done 25 minutes work throughout the day. Add another 5 minutes work on for sort of research, maybe 10. So we've done maybe 35 minutes worth today for that money. Not bad, so that's going to be about 20 quid profit. What I do now is I'll transfer that to my poker account. That's basically a savings account. I don't play poker. The money sits in there. I'll reset back to 50 quid and come back tomorrow for Thursday. All the best in the market. Be lucky. If you want a copy of the Racetimer, drop me an email. There's a link below if you need Geek's Toy. If you need a copy of my profile, so you can set up the same as me. No problem. Just email me. I can supply that as well. Not an issue. Anyway, best of luck. Be lucky in the market, and bye-bye for now. Cheers.